Your mind is like a muscle. The more you train and take care of it, the stronger it will become. Building mental strength will help you overcome obstacles sent to distract and lead you astray on your journey. It will also help you to efficiently practice discernment and make the most optimal decisions and choices when they need to be made. This is why knowing how to build mental strength is such an important factor on the journey of you becoming your best you. Hi, I'm HC, and without further ado, here are the steps on how to build mental strength. Step 1. Focus. It is important to ask yourself, are you content with how far you have come, or are you distracted? On the journey to building your mental strength, it is important to consider that your attention is your biggest investment. Since perception is reality, where you focus will determine how your energy is spent, which will either help you reap reward or further confusion on your journey to becoming your best you. To focus is to commit your undivided attention to your growth. This commitment will help with developing mental strength because it means to finally give your mind the attention that it deserves. Think of this like a child, which is full of potential and has the world of possibilities ahead of them. If the child is neglected, isolated, and not cared for, all of that potential is likely to go to waste. In contrast, if you give that same child the nurturing that it needs, the child is more likely to have a chance at succeeding in the world. Just like the child, by focusing on elements pertaining to its growth and figuring out what it needs to be the best that it can be, you are encouraging your mind to be stronger. To maintain this focus, you may have to retract from certain people, places, and situations. But always remember, with proper focus and undivided attention, the world is your oyster. Step 2. Forgive yourself. To forgive yourself is an important element to building mental strength because it reinforces the idea that although you have fallen, it does not mean that the journey is over. Forgiveness inspires your mind with the will to continue to create on the path of becoming the best version of who you are. Forgiving yourself is accepting that you have caught yourself and that you can pick back up and keep going. To forgive is an act of love, which will inspire strength because it is a reminder that you have fallen today so that you can stand firm tomorrow. To be mentally strong does not mean that you will be perfect all of the time. Rather, it means that you are resilient enough to continue to try, no matter the circumstances. When we beat ourselves up, we are just taking time away from ourselves, time that can be used as teachable moments on your journey forward. Never choose to suffer more than needed. Step 3. Put discipline in practice. To put discipline in practice is to be mindful of what you are committing to and where you are spending your energy at all times, and being consistent with your decision to choose your growth every time. Being disciplined will help you to develop mental strength because the more you commit to your journey or your objectives and abstain from temptation, is the less enticing the temptation to do otherwise is likely to become. For example, let's say you are choosing to diet for a month and you are no longer eating your favorite candy. Although the first few days of abstinence from your favorite candy may be difficult, after being exposed to that desire for long periods of time and repeatedly refusing to submit to its temptation, you are likely to develop a natural mental resilience to its allure. Now, because you are able to be disciplined, you know that you can trust yourself to face other temptation of that same nature and stick to your objective. Being disciplined is appreciating the benefits of delayed gratification and the acceptance that great things often take time to come to pass. A fancy sandcastle by the beach takes but a few hours to build, but it is quickly washed away as the tide hits the shore. However, although a house of brick and mortar may take months to be built, it will be resistant and thus be around to be enjoyed for much longer. To practice discipline is to have faith in your ability to succeed and follow through with your objectives, which means to appreciate and consider that there is a bright future waiting for you beyond what you might be able to grasp mentally at this present moment. Step 4. Mind your fuel. To mind your fuel and to fuel your mind is to feed it with the proper resources for optimal performance. In this context, it is to consider the things that you are fueling your mind with, which includes being mindful of the food that you eat, the media that you consume, and the energy that is shared with the people you associate with. Consider your mind to be like an engine, and just like an engine, if you feed it with bad fuel or fuel that is not up to par with its needs, it will not run efficiently, especially in times when high performance is expected. That faulty fuel will likely leave you short-handed time and time again. To mind your fuel is to fuel your mind with the adequate amount of sleep, sunlight, and exercise necessary for the best performance. Always remember, in life you will reap what you sow. Imagine fueling your mind like planting a garden. If you plant seeds but do not tend to the land, no matter how great quality those seeds may have been, your crop will not grow to the best of its capability. However, if you tend to your garden by being mindful of its needs during the process of its growth, your crops are much more likely to thrive. In order to guarantee mental strength, always be mindful of how you are fueling your mind. Step 5. Adapt. In this context, to adapt means to be open to changing your approach according to the new information presented your way. Knowing to adapt is an important element to mental strength because sometimes we continue to fail not because we are not trying and thinking hard, but because our energy should be spent in a different way. Think of this like being asked by your teacher at school, which two color combinations will make green? No matter how many times you say, for example, pink and orange, it will never be pink and orange. Although it is recommended that you be persistent when attempting to accomplish an objective, you could spend your energy repeating the answer pink and orange, over and over and over again, but it will still be wrong. Adapting will help with mental strength because instead of repeating the same mistake over and over again, you will likely ask yourself new questions with the new information that is being presented your way, and in turn, conjure up different results, which can lead you to the desired outcome that you are looking for. By being open to adapt, you are helping your mind to be more creative when approaching new challenges, which will in turn help you to develop the courage to trust yourself again going forward. So that's it, Howell family. Those are the 5 steps on how to build mental strength and start moving forward today. Thank you for watching this video until the end. You are appreciated. Like and share this video, and consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already. I'll see you here next time on Howell Consultations, the how-to being true to you.